Today's anime review, Maquia, the 2018 emotional powerhouse from the same author as Anohana. Don't forget to subscribe for daily spoiler-free anime reviews covering series on Fridays and movies or OVAs the rest of the week. Maquia earns every bit of its 2-hour runtime due to its complex and multifaceted narrative. It's a story of motherhood and coming of age with themes of war, environmentalism, and greed. It's set in a medieval fantasy world filled with numerous unique races, or at least it used to be, but unfortunately humans saw fit to endanger or downright eliminate most of the ancient magical species for the sake of their own benefit. From what I can gather, the last remaining species are the dragons and the Eorf. While the few remaining dragons all live in subjugation for the sake of being war machines, the Eorf saw humanity for what it was and decided to live a secluded life in their majestic stone village far from human reach. What makes the Eorf so special is that they can live 400 years without looking a day over 20. They also have a unique form of writing where they embed their history in lengthy tapestries they devote their lives to weaving. Although their village is secluded, it's not long before a human army discovers them, raids them, and enslaves their women as forced surrogates in hopes of their long-lived genes passing on. This way their families will retain power for even longer. I guess they got tired of having sex with their cousins. During the heat of battle, young Maquia gets dragged away by a dying dragon and is left stranded, wandering aimlessly through a forest until she finds a pillaged encampment where everyone is left for dead save for a newborn boy still held tightly in his mother's cold, lifeless arms. From here, the story divides into numerous layers. You've got Maquia's struggles of young motherhood, the growth of her adopted son Ariel, and the remaining Eorf's plans to rescue their enslaved kin. I thought the anime created an interesting dynamic between Maquia and Ariel. Although she is 15, she's still a child in her own culture, so she's sheltered and appears to know little of responsibility. So naturally, motherhood is a rude awakening. Ariel also undergoes a fair degree of struggles as he misses his mom while she works around the clock to provide for the two of them, and growing hostilities as he becomes a teenager and still looks the same age as his mother. To make things even more complicated, she's got to move every few years so she won't be reported, kidnapped, and turned into a sex slave because she's an Eorf. While the anime depicts the extraordinary circumstances, I think its depiction of motherhood is down to earth considering Maquia's undying love and devotion to Ariel and his complacency and angst. I should also point out that this is them on the cover of the anime, and if you're wondering, no, it is not that type of anime. There's little I can say regarding the remainder of its story considering how many times the plot shifts gears. However, I will say that my body was not ready for the freight train of feels delivered in its tear-jerking second half. While its first half is part dramatic, part cathartic, the second half immediately punches you in the gut with its numerous twists, reveals, and heavy sentimentality. This remains consistent up until its ending. It was such an emotional roller coaster that I had to stop and ask myself why I enjoy feeling this way. If you consider yourself to be an emotional person, watch out. This story may have you rubber banding between the extremes of crying for being sad, then crying for being happy repeatedly numerous times. Personally, I thought this movie hit way harder than Anohana, so if you like that, you'd love this. I also want to point out its breathtaking scenery. Most of the movie is basically a wallpaper generator. Take a look at their meticulous attention to detail with these backgrounds. They're downright spectacular. Not only did they fully flesh out the Eorf village and the neighboring kingdom, but various other villages as well. Overall, I give Maquia a 9 out of 10 for its great character growth and development over numerous decades, its multifaceted plot, immaculate visuals, and gripping second half. I highly recommend this anime to everyone, and I plan on following Mari Okada and checking out some of her other stories. However, according to community scores, Maquia appears to be her best work so far. What did you think of Maquia? Leave a like if you enjoyed the review, share with a friend so more can experience the wonders of Maquia without being spoiled. Thanks to Nia-chan for 3rd tier Patreon support, and I'll see you tomorrow with Macross Plus.